Hi, everybody. It's Tom Sykes from Royalist here. How are you? So it's 11:45. This event, it's not supposed to be wrapping up yet, but I have to be honest, it's pretty quiet. Um, to be fair, it's just a kind of media launch. So typically these kinds of things, they can be a bit boring. So I wouldn't draw a huge amount into it, but it is notable that, it's quite quiet now. It's in a very, very big room. It does look a little bit sparse. But what's really interesting is that phones started pinging a few minutes ago with hints that, hey, Catherine is meant to be going to the polo this afternoon, and some suggestions that she's going to be taking her children with her. Which, if you were of a suspicious mind, you might say has been carefully constructed to boot Harry off the front page. Because obviously everybody loved the candid picture of Prince George, featuring King George VII at the polo. So, a bit of skullduggery going on. I think that fundamentally, you'd have to have a heart of stone not to come here and see sides going around, all kinds of disability, giving it a really good shot. And I, for one, am a big supporter of the Invictus Games. I'm not sure that it has the right patron at the moment, to be totally honest. And I think that I think that what's happened this week with Harry, the drama, the will he, won't he, the court case, the security, the ranting and raving about the security, the public argument with the king about where they were meant to be staying. I don't think any of that's very helpful for the Invictus Games Foundation and organizations. I think it's very, very unhelpful. And it's interesting as a thought experiment, isn't it, to imagine that the king was the patron of this and the king had dropped in for 10 minutes to see what was going on. It would be a kind of different buzz and a different kind of vibe. So look, I don't know. For my money, I think this is probably what Harry should be doing. I think that, getting involved in court cases, getting involved in arguments with the king about whether or not he's allowed to stay at Buckingham Palace, having public arguments about his security, releasing dossiers saying that he's at danger of a terrorist attack, and things are all incredibly distracting. And when you actually see him out here doing his, playing his pickleball or whatever, or doing a running race, it's like, it is what it is. It's fine. And yeah, I mean, these things are always, and honestly, just to be completely fair to Harry, anything like this is going to be thin on the ground. It's fundamentally a media event. It's done for the benefit of the media. It's done to get photographs in the paper. So, but yeah, look, it is very, very sparsely attended. I don't know. There's no glossing over that fact. It is thin on the ground indeed. Um, so, but as I say, the moment this news about the polo dropped or started filtering through to people's phones, definitely some of the media seem to like as a journalist, as a photographer, you're always terrified that you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like photographers are permanently terrified that they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. All they ever complain about, I should have been at the other one, should have been at the other place. But here we are. So yeah, I don't know what, would anyone be here at all if it wasn't for Prince Harry's involvement? Maybe not. But is the attention that Harry is bringing the right kind of attention? Again, maybe not. So it's very tricky. And of course, one thinks of Harry's involvement with Sensibale, and you may remember that Sophie Chandelka did this brand audit that she presented to Harry and Meghan, in which she basically said, look, your brand is actually damaging the charity because bring all this chaos and drama with your brands, and it's hard for our message about what we're meant to be doing to get through. And I think that's the risk for Harry now. And I think that obviously, I don't buy into this stuff about like, oh, the Invictus Games in crisis, it's not going to happen next year or any of that. Like, I don't. It is going to happen next year. It's got massive financial backing from the UK government, and it is going to happen. There's too many balls in the air. There's too many balls rolling. The train is on the track. But I do think there have to be questions now about whether Harry can. I mean, I think the idea that he's the patron in 2029 now is very far fetched. Actually, I think it's very far fetched. And I think that for this year, for 2027, the next year for 2027, I mean, I think it is what it is. For my part, I hope that the games are a great success, because the people that I've spoken to here who are involved in it, who've been putting out the bunting and organising the coffee and getting the drinks and doing everything behind the scenes the past couple of years, are unbelievably sound people. All the people that I've been chatting to who are involved in it. I was speaking to a very senior board member earlier, who's, great, really, really sound people, and I wish them a lot of luck. But in terms of, does this feel a bit like Harry's more of a liability than an asset? I think potentially it's reaching that point. Okay, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to make my way out of here fairly soon. We've got Harry giving a speech at 12. I can't imagine he'll say anything completely groundbreaking. If he does, I'll post it. If not, catch up with you either later today or at the weekend. And maybe we'll get some of those photos from the polo later. All right, bye-bye, thanks.